Well, hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Hannah Fink, and today we're going to be talking about the fall equinox. Yesterday, which was September 22nd, was the first official day of fall for the Northern Hemisphere. Now, it did happen at exactly 1:19 p.m., which is when the Earth's tilt is exactly equal when we have equal daylight and equal darkness. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an explainer on what exactly is the fall equinox and what it means for us. So let's break it down by the wording. Equinox means, from Latin, it means equal night. It happens twice a year, once in March for the spring equinox and one in September for the fall equinox. On these special days, specifically, day and night are nearly the same length around the world. So why does this happen? It comes down to the tilt of our planet. Earth is tilted about 23.5 degrees on its axis, and it orbits the sun, and then it tilts, and then it continues to tilt different ways as it's rotating around the sun on each day, and that's what gives us our seasons. So during an equinox, the sun is positioned directly above the equator, and that's why we get this balance of daylight as well as darkness. So for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, not just along the Gulf Coast, the fall equinox happens around September 22nd or 23rd. Well, this year, 2025, it happened to fall on the 22nd. So this marks the official start of autumn on the astronomical calendar. From this point forward, our days slowly get shorter and our nights get longer until we reach the winter solstice, which happens during the month of December. But the equinox isn't just about overall science and astronomy, it's also what we experience. It's the time when the air starts to cool down and the leaves begin to change color and harvest seasons get underway. Unfortunately, here along the Gulf Coast, it's definitely warm and toasty. It doesn't feel like fall and we're not getting the cool down that we hope for, but in other places around the world and even in just the United States alone, the Midwest, they start to cool down. They start to see a difference in their color changing as well. It looks a little bit more like fall. But another thing, many cultures throughout history have celebrated the equinox as a time of balance, harvest, and gratitude. So it actually means quite a bit if you want to get into detail about it, as well as maybe look it up in history. But here are some fun facts as well. On this day of the equinox, the sun rises exactly due east and sets exactly due west. And if you look back in history, ancient monuments like the Stonehenge and some Mayan pyramids were actually designed to align with the equinox of the sun. And here's a final thought. While we are in the Northern Hemisphere and are welcoming fall, the Southern Hemisphere is actually experiencing the opposite. For them, the September equinox marks the first day of spring. Then when we have our spring equinox, they have their fall equinox. So a little bit of a flip there, but so overall, the fall equinox is more of just the start of autumn. It's a reminder of the balance in nature as a whole and the changing rhythms of our planet as it makes its journey around the sun each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me for Next Weather today. We'll see you tomorrow.